don'ts of visiting West Virginia. As a British person, I'm curious to see what kind of things you should not be doing in West Virginia. Really excited to see what these are. Before we do get into this, appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. Let's see what we got.
Travelers, Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in the mountain state of West Virginia.
Mountain state.
For the don'ts of visiting West Virginia, and this state is gorgeous. There's a lot of things you want to do when you're here, and there's some things you
What's
don't
that building?
do when you're here as well, so we want to help you out. And I think the first...
Hey, first one, don't get lost. Yep, don't get lost. Hey, I've heard some stories about West Virginia. I heard you don't want to be getting lost in the mountains. That's tip number one.
First don't I have for you is don't confuse West Virginia with Western Virginia. Look, Virginia, West Virginia,
wait, what's the difference?
Different states, okay? 1863, West Virginia said, bye-bye, we want to stay with the Union.
Oh,
and
okay.
they separated away.
Wait, what's Western Virginia? What's that?
And when you're here, you definitely get a different vibe.
Oh, is Western Virginia like the western part of Virginia? I have no clue.
In West Virginia than you do in
Beautiful.
Virginia or the western part of Virginia.
Right.
Though they do have similar topography with the hills, the mountains, and the beauty.
Okay.
It definitely is different. So don't think that Western Virginia and West Virginia are the same place. Because
right.
you will get a definite different vibe from the people.
West Virginia has its own hot dog. What hot dog is that? I'm seeing a bit of chili on there. Is that wait, is that coleslaw on a hot dog? No way. Oh, you guys know I like coleslaw. I can get behind that.
West Virginia are the same place.
I can get behind that.
You will get a definite different vibe from the people, the food, the atmosphere when you are here. So have a heads up for that. Now, I think another don't you should know when you come here is don't say Appalachian wrong, okay? The mountains here.
Appalachian. Appalachians. Appalachian. Hey, yo, listen, there's a reason why I know a lot of you Americans, okay? You guys are here telling me out. The Appalachian Mountains, right? Is that how you say it or not?
The Appalachian, right? The Appalachian Range. This is the heart
Appalachian?
and soul of West Virginia. This is what...
Oh, I thought you were saying Appalachian wrong on purpose. That's how you say it, Appalachian.
This state is. I mean, it's called, you know, the mountain state for
Beautiful.
a reason. And the people here love their mountains. It's a part of them. Remember, the Mountaineers? That's what they like to call themselves. So realize they really identify themselves with the mountains, the Appalachian Mountains. So don't say it wrong, all right? Now,
I just
my next don't for you is don't think you can get away from these mountains. I know I keep talking about them, but...
look, it goes on forever, bro. Like, yeah, seriously, don't get lost in these. Like, you can just... I bet so many people do go missing in the Appalachian. Oh, no, I've already butchered it. Hey, listen, if you're from West Virginia, don't be mad. Appalachian Mountains.
You have to realize when you come here, from the scenic drives to whitewater rafting to mountain biking to hiking to going to the state parks, going to Blackwater Falls State Park. I mean, it's gorgeous. You see the waterfalls there. You're like, wait a minute, am I like an Avatar or something like that? Like, this is just incredible. But the
unreal.
thing is, mountains are going to be a part of your adventure when you're here.
Right,
and you
of
want
course.
to take it in, because if you do the Highland Scenic Highway and take that drive, or when you're driving anywhere throughout the state, you have this beautiful view of the mountains and the gorgeous
mountains everywhere.
Just amazing. And if you can be here in the fall when the foliage is changing,
absolute everywhere.
It's gorgeous here in West Virginia. Now I will say I do have a
the only place in West Virginia I'm not seeing any mountains is where he's at right now.
When it comes to safety, when you are here in West Virginia, you're going to be driving through these mountains and the curves and the ups and downs, and I'm going to tell you,
dangerous.
Don't forget how to drive in the mountains.
Well, I've never driven in the mountains, so I don't know that part. I don't know if I can even drive in the mountains. What's the difference?
Because it's a lot different. If you're coming from the south, you've been going through, North Carolina,
look
South
at
Carolina,
that.
coming up this way. You're going from Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. I mean, that's
beautiful.
kind of flat. And then you get here and weaving and turning and curving and tunnels and all kinds of stuff. One, if you have a kind of a weak tummy or you got kids with you, car sickness, does happen when you are here, so do have a heads up for that. But honestly, it's the safety of the driving, because...
Is that a road bridge going across this road here, or is that train tracks? Interesting, because if that's a road bridge, yeah, that's a very interesting looking road bridge.
With the hills and the curves, if you see that you're on the highway and it says, slow down your speed for a curve, you really need to do that. Don't the warnings about
be
curves
careful.
and turns lightly, because it can be dangerous, so you need to slow it down. Also, don't forget about those trucks that are on the highway too, because trucks don't like big hills, especially their brakes don't like the big ups and downs.
Stay away from them.
You do need to be careful, because
Yo, do any of you guys do the same as me? Like, whenever I see like a big truck near me, I have to kind of like just fly past it. So like I'll be going up to it, right? And then I've got to speed past it, bro. I just got to get by. I don't know if anyone else is the same, but I can't be next to that thing.
some parts of the highway,
I don't like being next to that thing.
Move over. They have to stay in the right lane, so you want to be safe when you're driving here. So do be careful, all right?
Okay.
And one thing I've seen is, you know, your car doesn't like when you have to accelerate up a hill. So if you're coming down a hill, you're not going to go up the other side. You know, hit the gas to get up and start going up the other way.
Momentum.
So you don't kind of overdo your engine, because I've seen a number of cars that have pulled off to the side, especially those people like towing U-Hauls and the tow behind stuff. So do have a heads up for that.
Oh,
that
really?
Can be a bit scary on those hills and the trucks and
Wait, are the hills really that deep? Like steep where you get like you're breaking down? You ain't got the momentum to go up and you get stuck?
stuff. So don't forget your mountain driving.
Oh,
now,
wow.
when you are driving around, you're going to see actually some of the coolest bridges around, especially on the highway. And I'm going to say, don't skip out on the bridges here in West Virginia.
Yeah, that's cool, that is.
Because, you know, usually when you're driving on the highway and you're driving around, it's just those cement bridges and that's it. Here, they have these beautiful ironwork, or, you know, at least different ironwork bridges that you can go over.
Yeah, you guys in America really like to be different with your bridges. Like, is there a reason why the designs are all different, or is it just because you just can and you want to? Because like in the UK, our bridges literally all look the same. They all look the same grade, the same design, like, you know what I'm saying?
You can see and just pass underneath them. Like, hey, that's actually cool to see a different kind of overpass.
Right.
But you have the New River Gorge Bridge, which is just gorgeous. You'll see it in the postcards when you're here. But for me, I don't know why, I just dig the bridges here in West Virginia. And there's a lot, because when you have a lot of this, sometimes it's easier just to make a bridge
Got a lot
going
of
across. There's also little tunnels.
Crossovers? What am I even trying to say there? Got a lot of crossovers. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Cross off. I just made up a new word.
Go through as well, so just have a heads up. With all these mountains and all this outdoor activities you're going to be doing when you are here, my next stone for you is don't forget to bring a good sturdy pair of shoes.
Hold up. Is this West Virginia? Or is this like a beautiful place in Indonesia, mate? I don't even know. Like a place that just don't seem... Mate, this was mad. What a cool looking mountain with the fog going off. This is really cool, bro. This is West Virginia. America has everything, man.
Or hiking boots when you do come here, because of all the
What, people
trails and
hike
all
that?
the waterfalls and the water going through here. You've got slick terrain, you've got loose gravel.
Oh, that's so cute. The only place I've seen these is in movies and games. The wheel that like... What does this even do? Does it power the electric? Is that what it is? I don't even know.
And stuff like this. And if you're gonna be hiking the mountains, you don't want to get hurt. And bad shoes will help you get hurt faster. So don't forget some good shoes.
Right.
Also, don't forget to bring layers if you're gonna go hiking or mountain biking, because in the morning when you start out, it might be chilly. Then during the day, especially in the summer, it can really heat up and then cool off a lot at night because you're up here in the mountains. So just make sure you're prepared when you do go out.
So just be ready. To be fair, in the UK, we got a lot of like experience with that. Like honestly, it will be like hot one day and then rain in the next 10 minutes afterwards, and then 10 minutes after that, it's hot again. And then 10 minutes after that, it's snowing. Yeah, no. It barely snows in the UK now, but...
Your adventures. And I think another important thing to mention if you're going to be doing those hikes or those biking, and you're driving around actually, is don't think you're always going to have cell service when you're here in West Virginia. Now, it's not because they don't have towers.
I've heard about West Virginia in the service. I've heard like, yeah, a lot of places don't have it. Like a lot of places, you're just in the wilderness, man. You're out there.
It's because mountains and mountains and valleys and gorges and all these things, the signals don't always get through. So sometimes you won't be able to go live to show all the gorgeous beauty there is here in West Virginia. So take your video. You can upload it later when you get on top of the hill. You'll be fine, but just something to give you a heads up for. So if you're going to do your hikes, if you're going to be doing things, maybe download the map beforehand so you have it. It's not a super big issue.
Yo, do you know how scary that would be? Like navigating a map and you're not connected to the internet? That is like, I know a lot of people watching this would have used paper maps back in the day, and you guys will be absolutely fine. But new gen, like people that grew up without the paper maps, oh, we're screwed. We're screwed.
But it is one thing.
And honestly, like even the like kids younger than me, right? People younger than me who's grew up on like TikTok and stuff, that's all they know. They're even more screwed because they can only find their map in a 6-second clip on TikTok, and they got no internet. Damn, bro.
Especially if you're going in the backwoods and the back roads and back hikes, it might be just a safety precaution for you. So I wanted to let you know. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about a couple of the foods
that's a good word.
You should have when you're here. And I had to.
Wait, that's a really good word. Remiss. What does that mean? Remiss.
And for that is, don't forget 2 of West Virginia's best delicacies.
What is it?
Pepperoni rolls and a hot dog. Okay.
Okay.
So pepperoni rolls. How would I explain this? It's like soft white bread, and inside it's stuffed with pepperoni and cheese.
Wait, but it's not. That's. Oh, it's not a pizza roll. It's a. Okay, so it's kind of like, yeah, I was gonna say, don't look like a pizza. I always assume like pepperoni with pizza.
I look at it this way. Imagine your grandma, when she loved you the most, she made you.
Okay, I'm glad that you're elaborating on this.
A hot pocket, like the most wonderful hot pocket ever. That is
never had one.
Than a hot pocket, but that's the closest thing I can tell you what it's kind of like. And
Okay,
it's just wonderful. And the thing is, you can grab little places.
Thanks, Grandma.
That kind of stuff. You can eat hot, cold. It doesn't matter. You'll enjoy it. So you want to grab that when you're here. So don't skip out on a pepperoni roll. And then the hot dogs.
That's good.
Okay, hot dogs here. You got chili on it. I mean, no beans in the chili, so it's like a chili sauce.
That's coleslaw, yeah.
Hot dog, chili sauce, and then put some coleslaw on top. Yeah, you can do it with coleslaw without.
You know, in the UK, like, we're not adventurous with our food at all. Like, the craziest you get with hot dogs is onions on it. I'm not even kidding. Tomato, mustard, onions. Boom. That's it.
They love their hot dogs that way. And I think with the coleslaw thing, I need to
I want to try that.
I saw this when we were going around. Don't think coleslaw is just a side dish. Here
I love
Virginia,
coleslaw.
Coleslaw is a side dish, but more importantly, it's a condiment you're going to put on
right.
things. So,
yeah.
do know that.
Coleslaw is just perfect for things. Like, it is. Like, anything like involving like bread or salads or even chicken, meats. Not fish though. I won't have it with fish. That's weird.
All right, and I think another town. There's a lot of cute small towns around here. You can see at one time West Virginia did have money with the coal industry and the mining and stuff like that, and it's not there so much anymore. And I think one thing I want to tell you is, don't think you're going to break the bank when you come here to West Virginia. This is a very affordable state to visit.
Right.
I mean, we've been staying at some hotels here, and the national chain hotels, our usual stop on the highway price. Here, it's between, I don't know, $20 to $40 less for those hotels. So it actually is an affordable.
Wait, how much though? That's less. I thought he was going to say $24 a night. I was going to say that's crazy.
Affordable place to go. Going out to eat, very affordable as well.
Okay,
There's a lot of mom and pop restaurants, so don't skip out
cool.
on mom and pop places when you come here to eat.
Mom and pop restaurants, I want to go.
Because there's a lot of really nice, like, local place to visit. So there is that. But what I want to get back to is, don't forget about those cute little towns, but probably the one that you've heard of, probably if there's one place in West Virginia you've probably heard of, it's Harpers Ferry. There's a national site there.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've not heard of any place in West Virginia. The only thing I've heard about in West Virginia is the song Mother Mama, Take Me Home, Country Roads. Mate, that is probably the way. I don't know why I just said it like that, but sure, let's just carry on.
That has the explanation, so you can do that. But Harpers Ferry is gorgeous. I mean, it's this old historic town.
Why is the floor brown? I'm very confused. Is it very muddy? Why is the floor brown?
It's like you're in a Hallmark movie because, you know, you got the Shenandoah River, you got the Potomac River, they're coming together.
Beautiful.
There, and then you have the bridges going over, and then the old town, and you have the church and everything. You're like, dude, seriously.
Yo, this lake literally reminds me of Vikings. Not that I was a Viking, but watching Vikings, like they'd come in like, and then like all the boats are just coming from the lake here. Yeah.
Seriously, I'm straight living in a Hallmark movie when I'm there.
What's
It's
Hallmark?
gorgeous. There's some other cute towns when you're here, but I know a lot of people, they're on that side of the state. Maybe you're in DC and you're going to drive over a ways. It's
Right.
a bit of a drive, but worth coming over to see Harpers Ferry. So that's really nice. Now, another don't I think I should tell you before you come here is don't diss the coal industry when you are here. Look, the coal industry
What do you mean,
has been a
diss them?
vital part of West Virginia history. And
Yo, does anyone actually go to West Virginia and be like, hey, you guys coal suck? Hey, did you guys hear that vibration?
the economy for a very long time. And even though not a lot of people are still working in the coal industry here in West Virginia, it is something that maybe
Mothman.
their dad worked in the industry, or their
Oh, my
grandparents or
days.
something like that. So
Look
there is a
at
lot
that.
of
It looks like a
influence in
Pokemon.
there. It's kind of like if you're in Illinois, yeah, not everybody's a farmer anymore, but farming was a big part of it. So it is still something
Right.
that people kind of...
It's like in the UK. Like people say the UK, you know, there's no good food or flavor, right? And they say like we just sit home and drink tea. And I would say to that, you're absolutely correct. That is still true. So I don't know. Yep. Yeah, but don't know why I just use that as a point that we don't do when we do that. So
relate to and have kind of an impression of. So that's one of those things, you know, if you're going to be talking about the coal industry, just have a heads up that
Right.
the people here, you know, it is
Might
part
punch
of
in
their
the face.
culture. It's part of their state.
Okay.
And I think another thing where I think when people think, when I say, oh, I'm going to West Virginia, they think, West Virginia, da, 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 and they start singing the songs. And
honestly, I think everybody... do people in West Virginia get annoyed when people do that? Because I bet that happens so many times. You've heard it a billion times. I wonder if they do.
they start thinking, oh, yeah, there's hillbillies and rednecks there. Look, don't call them hillbillies and rednecks. They're not. The people
Right.
here are awesome. The Mountaineers, they're Mountaineers here.
Are they called...
And when you're here,
wait, is that like the official name of West Virginians in the Mountaineers?
the people are so friendly because they're so happy. Like, oh my God, you've come to West Virginia? Oh, you got to do this hike over here. Oh, my cousin, he does some whitewater rafting. If you want to go check that out, we can sign you up. The people that are so friendly and so welcoming and warming.
Oh, it's
to people
moving!
coming in as tourists.
Yeah,
that you
getting
will really
electric.
enjoy it. And just remember, they're Mountaineers, my friends, and they're
Mountaineers.
friendly Mountaineers, and they're wonderful people. So
Yeah.
I do hope you come to West Virginia because honestly, it is one of the
Honestly.
most beautiful states. And
Honestly, if like I know there's a lot of Americans watching this, if about 100 of you guys come with me, I'll go. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I've heard crazy stories about West Virginia. Crazy stories. So I need some of you guys to help guide me so I don't go missing. I don't get lost. You know what I'm saying? So
Union, even if you're just driving through, if you got to choose, what do I go through Ohio or do I go this way? Go through West Virginia.
Right.
Okay, the drive is gorgeous. Just know that it's a lot of this, but it's worth every view.
Hell
All right?
yeah.
So I hope you have a great time visiting West Virginia. If you want to learn more, we
Hey,
got
cool.
videos from all over the U.S. on
I do enjoy checking out these videos, just learning more about each different state, and especially the things that you can't do in there, because they are always interesting. Let me know what you guys think to in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I do stream every single day on Twitch.tv if you want to check me out there. I'll be live as you're watching this right now, so come and say hello. There's a link in the description. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.